Through compliance, a business serves the rights granted to Californians under the CCPA. Let's outline covered businesses' main obligations. The CCPA requires a business provide various notices about a consumer's privacy rights and its personal information handling practices at or before the point of collection, like the purposes of collection, an explanation of what type of information is being collected and its purpose, a privacy policy. This must explain online and offline practices for the collection, use, disclosure, and sale of personal information, and consumer rights regarding their personal information. Deletion request right. A business must inform consumers of their right to request the deletion of their personal information. Notice of the right to opt out. A home page must have a clear link titled "Do not sell my personal information," linking to an opt-out page. Financial incentives notice. Clear notification of any financial incentives or price differentials offered in exchange for using the consumer's personal information are required. Then there's procedures. Businesses must create procedures to respond to consumer requests when exercising their rights. For example, when a consumer requests deletion of their personal information, there are permitted exemptions where deletion isn't required, like where the personal information is necessary to complete the transaction for which the personal information was collected, to provide goods or a service requested by the consumer or reasonably anticipated within the context of a business's ongoing relationship with the consumer, or to perform a contract between the business and a consumer, and around security, detecting security incidents, protecting against malicious, deceptive, fraudulent, or illegal activity, or prosecuting those responsible. For maintenance purposes, debugging, identifying and repairing errors, for exercising freedom of speech or other legal rights, for research in the public interest, and to comply with a legal obligation. A business also needs procedures to direct any service provider to delete any applicable personal information. For the opt-out right, a business can create a separate homepage for California consumers with this link, providing it takes reasonable steps to ensure these consumers are directed to the California homepage. This link and a description of this right must also be disclosed in the business's privacy policy and any California-specific description of consumers' privacy rights. If a consumer has opted out, a business can't request authorization to sell the consumer's personal information for 12 months. Personal information collected from a consumer's opt-out request can only be used to comply with that request.